And I would like to start by thanking everyone in attendance here at City Hall tonight and those watching us on ECTV and Facebook and YouTube. I've had the great honor to serve under two mayors, Mayor Niebuhr and Mayor Patton, both who I have a tremendous amount of respect for. I've also had the opportunity to work with three city administrators, Ben Dickman, Tim Haar, and Kevin Head, and many extremely talented aldermen and alderwomen, 7 of which are here tonight. Thank you all for your support. In addition, I've had the great fortune to work with dedicated department heads and city employees that truly care about the long-term success of our city. Most importantly, I've had the honor to serve the citizens of Edwardsville over the last 10 years as Ward 7 alderman. In addition, I would like to thank my family who is here tonight. My wife, Rhonda, my son, AJ, is watching us from Zoom from college at Lincoln Memorial University. My sister, Ann, watching from Atlanta. My dad, Art and Debbie. My mother-in-law, Ruby, sister-in-laws, Connie and Patty. Their husbands, Brent and Michael, and my nephew, Jack. I'd like to thank my campaign team. Many are here tonight, and all my supporters and friends. I would also like to thank Pastor Shank for saying the prayer and the Honorable Bill Mudge for administrating the oath of office. So, thank you all for your support through the years. Needless to say, I'm humbled and honored to serve the citizens of Edwardsville as your 32nd mayor of this great city. Tonight, the State of the City Address is an opportunity to summarize some of our accomplishments of the previous year and looking ahead for things to come. Last year, we accomplished much. New zoning guidelines continued for our city under the direction of our extremely talented city planner, Emily Foltz. This process started back in 2017 with an audit of our city zoning code and land development code, and it's still in process today. Since then, we've created a mixed-use zoning district, updated the B1 Central Business District zoning code, and adopted citywide design guidelines. Phase 1 is complete. Phases 2 and 3 are in process. Our codes were evaluated on whether they are effective in achieving the city's long-term vision as described in our comprehensive plan. We are modernizing our codes to keep pace with development trends while protecting the integrity of our downtown area and historic homes and neighborhoods. Under the leadership of our Public Works Director, Eric Williams, City Engineer, Ryan Swijek, Assistant City Engineer, David Serco, we had many new commercial and residential developments and road improvements, while they also navigated through park designs. New commercial developments in 2020 included the HS Medical Group on 157, American Kolache, Edison's entertainment expansion called The Outlet, Unger Eye Care, Oliver's Pizza and Pub on Main, and Goshen Coffee, to name a few. Residential developments. The Public Works Department saw 34 new construction permits issued in 2020. But in addition to that, new construction, we saw 1,210 permits for additions and home remodels, which was the second highest of all time. Road improvements in 2020 included the Grant Drive reconstruction, the resurfacing of Timberlake Drive, Suzanne Court, Lewis Road, Country Club View Drive, and Fairway Drive. In addition to the major street repairs, sometimes the smallest ones mean the most within our respective wards. The one thing that I've realized in the last 10 years is our citizens expect their sidewalks and their streets within their neighborhoods to be maintained. In the last year, there has been well over 100 sidewalk repairs, neighborhood street patching, and sewer repairs in neighborhoods throughout our city. I would be remiss if I did not mention my gratitude to Matt Towle, our Superintendent of Streets, and Julie Martin, our Superintendent of Utility Systems, for their constant ability to help aldermen out with their issues in their respective wards. Thank you for your sincerity and your responsiveness. Nate Tingley, our Parks Director, and his staff has been extremely busy and have done a wonderful job. The completion of Plummer Family Park with the ribbon cutting in August of last year, and the groundbreaking of the new hockey rink, the RP Lumber Center, in early April. The addition of passive green space, such as the Richard Woods, and the completion of our Parks Initiative, A Better Place to Play. We have expanded our parks footprint to over 360 acres with the 200 Acres for 200 Years campaign. Truly amazing, with the support of all the aldermen. Now it's up to our team at the Parks Department to manage these additions, and I'm sure they're up to the task. Thank you. Last year was extremely challenging in terms of meetings and communication because of the pandemic. Through Zoom, we have been able to continue the business of our city. Our IT director has been very busy. I'm not sure if we could have made it through without his support. Our IT director, Devin Gray, and our deputy director, John Cunningham. Your ability to guide us through the pandemic has been amazing. You accepted the challenge. Thank you. I would also like to mention last year, under the leadership of our Director of Finance, Jeannie Wojcicki, we refinanced several bonds. Since August of 2019 to date, we refinanced 4 general obligation bonds, 1 special service area bond that has resulted in a net savings to our taxpayers of $1,992,658. Jeannie's expertise is vital in assessing our city's tax rate, which has been slightly reduced to 1.4011%, while also spearheading our annual budgetary process with the input from our department heads. We're fortunate to have a person so knowledgeable and dedicated to making sure the financial business of our city is on point. Thank you. I would also like to express my sincere thanks to our city attorney, Jeff Burkbeegler, and Human Resources Director, Amanda Tucker, for helping us navigate through complex issues. Contract negotiations, health insurance renewals, union negotiations among our 7 unions, and training are just a few of the many complicated tasks that Jeff and Amanda are involved with on a daily basis. We currently have 190 full-time employees and 60 part-time that changes during the seasons. Your expertise is vital in assisting our city and our employees. Thank you for all that you do. I want to recognize our Police Chief, Jay Keevan, and our Fire Chief, James Whiteford, for taking care of the one thing that matters most to our residents, keeping us safe. Last year, officers addressed 66,160 calls for service, and another 3,323 calls for fire and EMS calls were dispatched to the fire department. As your new mayor standing before you tonight, I can assure you of one thing: we support you in all that you do. Thank you for putting your lives on the line to make our city safe. And I would also like to thank Kevin Head, our city administrator, for being a steady hand at the top of our organization, which is our city of Edwardsville. It is very comforting knowing that we have a man of honor and purpose at the helm. Also, I'd like to thank you for your years of military service to our country as a colonel in the Air Force. And Desiree Gerber, you're nothing less than amazing to work with. Thank you for all that you do for me, the administration, and the aldermen. We're very grateful to have you. Looking into next year, we have much to look forward to. We're getting the process started for the new fire station. The station will be on a 1.84 acre parcel purchased in January 2021 on the north side of Governor's Parkway, just east of the Governor's Way subdivision. We are proposing an 8,000 square foot fire station to replace the aging Montclair station. Work is to begin in 2021 with a potential start date in early 2022. We'll also be looking forward to getting the Human Relations Committee established. The formation of this committee is in process and should have between 8 to 11 members. And the purpose of the committee is the following, and it's impactful. The City of Edwardsville hereby determines that prejudice and the practice of discrimination against any individual or group because of race, color, creed, national origin or ancestry, sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, age, religion, disability, marital status, family status, or veteran status disrupts the peace and public welfare. In order to eliminate such prejudice and discrimination, a process should be established through which the residents of the city may be kept informed of developments in human relations. The officers and departments of the city may obtain advice and assistance in proper practices to keep peace and good order. And private persons and groups are officially encouraged to promote tolerance and goodwill toward all people. This committee will be especially important to me, and I'm looking forward to getting it started. We're also going to be looking forward to getting to know James Arnold, our new Economic Development Director. James comes to us from the county, has a wealth of experience which includes experience in the Enterprise Zone, where he was the Enterprise Zone Administrator for the county. He also focused on economic development and was the coordinator for the home program. Welcome, James. We're glad to have you as part of our team. Also, we'll be discussing the possibility of additional parking in our downtown area. Downtown parking has been an issue for years. Now it is time to decide if we're going to make it a priority. If approved, this could set the stage for the future of our downtown. I encourage the aldermen and alderwomen to think out of the box. We'll have new commercial developments, residential developments, and road improvements. Commercial developments include Chipotle, Bagley Meats, Anderson Campus Phase 3, BJC Healthcare, the Peel relocation of Five Guys, and the Marks Appliance relocation. Potential residential developments. We anticipate similar or slightly fewer new home starts based on the recent increase in building materials. We have two proposed single-family detached community-style plan unit developments, one being Silver Silo Farm, which will be located at the northeast corner of Governor's Parkway and Gerber Road with 12 detached villas. The second being the P Farm, which will contain 14 detached high-quality villas, which will be located on East Union, one block east of Main Street. And we also have the ongoing build-out of Hawthorne Hills and Brookshire Hamlet subdivisions. We have road improvements coming. South Charles reconstruction, Chapman Street resurfacing, North Buchanan resurfacing, and a shared use path along Illinois 157 from Lewis Road to Enclave Boulevard. We're also going to be looking forward to getting the Wildey Theater moving again under the leadership of Al Canal. Al, thank you for your commitment to the success of the Wildey Theater. It is a cornerstone of our downtown, and I know there's no one more than you who's looking forward to concerts, movies, and seeing the Wildey at full capacity once again. In addition, we're going to have the completion of the library renovation, which will benefit our residents for decades to come under the leadership of our extremely talented library director, Jill Sharnt. The renovation and modernization of the interior of our historic library. The focus of the renovation is to provide the Edwardsville community with updated library spaces and improve access to library resources. The renovation will include all new restrooms. The adult circulation area and bookstore will have a complete makeover. We'll have 4 study rooms that will be added. There will be a teen room added, and the youth circulation desk will be remodeled, and there will be a new patio redone. These are just a few of the many changes that we will see at the library. There's so many things to look forward to this year. We're truly blessed to have a beautiful city that is a great place to live, raise your family, work, and run your business. We also have the benefit of having a great school district in District 7, 2 high schools in Edwardsville with EHS and Metro East Lutheran High, and the especially important university, SIUE, in our backyard, along with the Nelson campus of Lewis and Clark Community College. We're truly a college town. After reflecting on past accomplishments and future projects, there is one thing that sticks out to me the most as we discuss this upcoming year, and that is the importance for us all to get our lives back to the new normal. I've missed so many of the activities that make Edwardsville uniquely great. Our community events like the Criterium, the Futures Tennis Tournament, the Municipal Band playing in the park, and the concert series, the Route 66 Festival, the Bonifest, the LeClaire Park Fest, the Land at Goshen Farmers Market at full capacity, the concerts at the Wildey, the Art Festival, Painting the Town Gold events, the Veterans Parade that is so important to honor our military personnel, and the Halloween Parade that is sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce. I'm also looking forward to seeing the Children's Museum, the recently renovated Nickel Plate Depot, the Watershed Nature Center, the Stevenson House, and the Main Street Community Center back to their normal activities. We need to get back to churches in full swing and our volunteer organizations who are always giving back and are the rock of our community. I look forward to seeing our parks once again crowded with children playing and having fun. The pandemic has affected us all in many ways. Some of us have lost loved ones, friends, or we know somebody who has been affected by the virus. We have all been impacted in some way, and my hope and prayer tonight is a sense of normalcy is to come. In addition, tonight, there's one group of people that have been affected by this pandemic that I would like to recognize with great gratitude. That is our business owners. They have had the hardest years of their lives as a result of the pandemic. To see businesses closed in our city for 2 to 3 months was devastating. Trust me, I know what it feels like, and so do many others. It's a feeling of helplessness. Businesses were struggling, but business owners are a special breed. They just don't give up. They pick themselves up and do what they need to do to keep things moving. I want them to know that we are thankful for their efforts, and we as city officials and staff appreciate their efforts and their commitment to our city of Edwardsville. They are important to our success and the backbone of our community. I'm a huge supporter of local business. As we get back to the new normal lifestyle, I encourage you to continue to eat, shop, and buy local. Our Edwardsville businesses, big and small, give back to our community in many ways. Now is the time to continue supporting them as we come out of the pandemic. Before I close, I would like to take an opportunity to remember 2 people who have been important to me who are no longer with us. My mother, Dr. Kaylin Risavy, who passed away over 17 years ago of cancer. She helped me with my first campaign, which I did lose, but we had fun. If she was here tonight, I can assure you she'd be sitting in the front row with a smile on her face. And my father-in-law, Joe Shermer, who passed away last July, I know he would have been extremely proud. So tonight I feel their presence and love. So, yeah. In closing, I would like to share something that a friend told me recently who wanted to remain anonymous. But I'll give you a hint. He just served 8 years as mayor, and he has a lot of gray hair. He gave me an article that I read that spelled out what you must do to be a great mayor. Here's what it said. You must be loyal. You have to have enthusiasm. You must accept adversity. You have to be determined. You need to lead by example. Be resilient. Sincerity is a must. Lead with your heart. Be a person of integrity and have a purpose. In closing, it's my goal to try and meet these expectations each and every day. Thank you for your support.